I see you finally woke up. You seem confused. Don't you remember what happened? Well, let me enlighten you. One of my knights caught you spying on the borders of my kingdom. He hit you on the head and dragged you to me. Do you remember now? Spy? Who am I? Oh, you're in no position to demand that, are you? I mean, look at yourself. You are injured and chained up in a place you have no idea how to get out of. I'm the one who should be asking who you are. After all, you're the one that was trespassing. Oh, you didn't know you were trespassing? Are you sure? You look like a fool, but I'm pretty sure you knew what you were doing, so stop lying. You're a knight from the human kingdom, aren't you? Did the pathetic piece of garbage you call a king send you here to spy on me? I'll call your king whatever the hell I want. Who's going to stop me? You? I don't think so. Oh, your ruler is just trying to protect his people from ourselves. Oh. But you do know he's the one that provoked us. If I declared war against him and his kingdom, it was because he forced me to do so. It was probably his intention anyway, to cause a war and then act like he's a poor victim. Let's see for how much longer he can pretend to be something he's not. What am I talking about? Oh, don't tell me that your king didn't tell his schemes to his own knights. Did he just send his army to a war without even explaining why it started? He's even worse than I imagined. Poor little humans. Don't know nothing about anything. Just blindly following orders like a bunch of lapdogs. Language! Is the lapdog mad? If you shut your mouth and stop cursing at me, I'll tell you how everything started. Maybe this way you'll see who is really the villain here. I see I perked your interest. Everything started about a year ago. I don't know if you know this, but our land is full of crystals that are linked to the magical energy that all of ourselves use. The crystals make us and our land strong and capable of using magic and creating magical objects. In one of my weekly meetings, it was informed to me that our people who lived near the borders were growing sick, and it was expanding across the kingdom. No doctor could tell exactly what was the problem. I traveled there to investigate, and after some research, me and my mages, well, we discovered that some of the crystals from the border were missing. We discovered the cause of the sickness, but we didn't know who or what took the crystals. We put some knights there to guard the place, and soon they saw humans invading and stealing the crystals. Most of them were taken down, but 2 were able to flee. As you can imagine, I was livid. My people were losing their health, and all because humans were getting greedy and decided to take what wasn't theirs. Then I wrote a letter to your king, informing him of what was happening and asking him for help. I imagined he didn't know about this, but I was wrong. He knew. He was the one who sent his people there to steal from us. Your king never answered my letter. I was getting desperate as more and more elves were getting bedridden. So I sent more and more letters, one more desperate than the other. course, no answers from him. Then I sent my younger brother, who used to handle diplomatic issues, but he came back hurt, saying that the king refused to receive them in his castle and ordered the human knights to attack my brother and his companions. At the same time, my father and our king fell ill, and I got completely lost. I was seeing everything going downhill, and I couldn't do anything about it. Thankfully, our doctors and mages created a kind of rock that worked like a substitute for our crystals, but it got weaker with time. Nevertheless, it helped our people get a little bit better with time. Of course, we could not keep depending on the rocks, so I made the difficult decision. I declared war against the human kingdom. I prefer to die in the battlefield fighting for what's right for me, my family, and my land than to slowly wait for death inside my castle. If I'm going to die anyway, I'm doing it with dignity, and I am taking your filthy ruler to hell with me. That is all there is for you to know. If you believe me or not, well, that's up to you. Yes, my father is the king. I am his eldest son, and currently Prince Regent. I have no reason to lie. As I said, it's up to you if you believe me or not. Changing the subject, it's time I got my explanation. Well, when my knights brought you here, he confiscated something that, well, something you were carrying with you. A sword. Where did you get it? Was it your king that provided it to you? Do the other knights have ones like this too? Well, they do. The entire army. I see. So that's why he stole our crystals. To make weapons for his lapdogs. Oh, don't you understand? Can't you feel the magic running through the sword? It was made with one of the crystals from my kingdom. I could feel its magic calling for me from meters of distance, as if it was begging me to come and take what's mine, what belongs to my people. This sword is not yours. It will never be. It's mine, and it knows who its true owner is. And now that I have it with me, I can make use of it. Now that I have your neck at the tip of my sword, what should I do with you? No, I won't torture you to get information. I could, but you didn't even know why you were in this war to begin with, so I don't think you have any valuable information I can make any use of. What am I going to do with you then? I have no idea. But I'm certainly not freeing you. I'm sure you understand why. I have no use for you, so perhaps I should just end your miserable life. Yes, it is miserable. You serve a selfish and untrustworthy master who steals from others. In my opinion, your life is pretty miserable. You do have information. What kind? And how do I know you're telling the truth? Well, yes. I can see in your eyes that you look very desperate right now. Do you want to live that badly? Even if it means betraying your own king. Ah, we agree on one thing. Your joke of a king doesn't deserve loyalty. Let's make a deal then, you and me. You give me one small piece of information, something that I can check if it's true or not. If the information you gave me is true, I'll take you out of this cell and give you one of the most luxurious rooms in this castle. I will feed you and treat you as one of my people. I will make you someone important in this land. I'll be someone worth giving your loyalty to. But if you give me false information, I'll kill you with this very sword you dared to think was yours. Do we have a deal, human? Great. Tell me one thing worth my time. Hmm. No, keep going. 5 more nights spying on the borders. And why didn't my guards see them? They were using a camouflage spell. Made from the crystals for sure. I'll make sure to tell my men to look up and down for these spies. If they focus and pay better attention, they'll be able to feel the magic flowing from the spells you told me about. And I will find the humans that are hiding. Well, they will. Or maybe I will. I should even go myself. You know, I can feel the magic better. Royal blood. Yes, I promise I'll keep my part of the bargain if your information is true. You don't trust me? Well, let me promise you in the elf way. When we elves make promises to each other, we swear on our hearts and kiss each other on the lips to seal the promise. It's unbreakable, and we lose our honor if we break the promise. Is that good enough for you? Why are you getting red? Stop thinking about weird things. That's just how we do things around here. There's nothing more to it. God, you are blushing like a tomato. Ugh. No, I'm not really sure I even want to promise now. Oh, fine, I'll do it. I, Prince Regent Reuven, promise to free the human from their cell and take good care of them for the rest of their days. If the information they gave me is true, I'll make them one of my people, and I'll trust them in the future as well. I swear on my heart. Now, time to make it official. Maybe we should do it again. Just to be sure, of course. Well, that's it. It's done. I'll come back tomorrow to update you on your fate. I'll also send someone to get you out of those chains and treat your injury. Have a good rest, human.